Hello, the world. Welcome to another Superhero Saturday. And I know that you're watching this on Saturday morning, but I'm actually recording this Friday night. So this is Friday night, the 17th of November. And last night, a certain movie came out. That's right, Justice League came out last night, and I believe last I checked, it's already at $13 million in the box office, which I know isn't overwhelming, but it's also not underwhelming. Of course, this is the first movie where all of these superheroes in the DC Comics universe get together, and I'm super stoked to see it tonight. So I've got tickets. My wife and I, my brother-in-law and his wife are going to go see it tonight, as well as I'm taking my older son, Lucas. So I'm super stoked. I've only been waiting like forever for this movie to come out, right? And obviously, based on the last Superhero Saturday, you already know that I'm a big DC Comics guy. So as soon as I watch it, I'm going to do my best to come right back down here and give my first reactions to the film. At a later time, I'll probably record a more deeper dive, in-depth review about it, maybe after I've seen it 2 or 3 times, as well as how it compares to some of the other movies that have come out this year in the superhero realm. So yeah, I'm seeing it tonight. But what am I doing to prepare for it? Well, obviously, I've already got this Justice League t-shirt on, which I've been wearing all day waiting and excited for it. I've owned this t-shirt now for a few weeks. Well, maybe 2 weeks. And I got it in a little box known as the Legion of Collectors by DC. So DC's Legion of Collectors. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to the microphone there. I fixed it, I think. So DC's Legion of Collectors is a subscription box that I've been subscribed to for a number of months now. Really, I think since the beginning. Before that, I had a Loot Crate subscription, so most of you are probably familiar with Loot Crate if you're watching videos like this on YouTube. If not, all of you are probably familiar with Legion of Collectors as well. So I'm going to take a moment here in this video. It probably won't be too long, but I just want to show you how I'm preparing for this evening and how I was excited to receive my Legion of Collectors box for this month because it was, of course, themed Justice League. Alright, so this subscription box is a little bit more expensive than the traditional Loot Crate box. It's actually almost double the price, a little less than double the price, and you only get the box every couple months. It's whenever something exciting is happening in the DC Comics universe, whether it's actual comic books, or whether it's the cinematic universe, whatever has to do with DC. So it's owned by DC owns the property rights for it or distribution rights for it. So everything within it is going to be DC Comics, which is kind of the reason why I switched from Loot Crate over to DC's Legion of Collectors, just because Loot Crate was such a hodgepodge of so many random things in the nerd community, which was awesome, of course, but quite frankly, I'm not into every single thing that was coming in those Loot Crate boxes, and quite often I would find myself gifting pieces within that box. I don't know if you heard that or not. That's the sound of my dog scratching his nails and his back across my Berber carpet. So first off, obviously you can see that we've got this Justice League t-shirt that came in the box. Yeah, not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. It's actually funny, so FYI, I found that the sizes in Legion of Collectors actually run just a tiny bit bigger than like the average t-shirt that you'd find on the street. So I actually order mine a size smaller. So just FYI, if you're new to DC's Legion of Collectors, you might find that to be the case too. Maybe you won't, but just a heads up, I found that to be the case. So some other things that were in the box, there weren't too many things in the box. Like Loot Crate sometimes, well, at least Loot Crate used to pack in a ton of stuff. And this is not bashing Loot Crate by any means, but they used to pack a ton of stuff in the box to try to get your money's worth. But some of those things were relatively cheap-feeling items. Again, I'm not trying to bash Loot Crate at all. I loved Loot Crate. Again, it just wasn't, some of those items that were themed in those boxes just weren't for me. But some of the items that I've been finding in DC's Legion of Collectors are a little bit higher quality stuff. You get a lot of stuff directly from Pop, which of course are typically going to be exclusive things, just like when Loot Crate would get exclusive Pop things as well. So in this particular box, preparing again for Justice League, that was the theme for this particular subscription box this month. Ready? First one up, first one up. Pop 214. 214 for the Justice League. This is, well, you can see it just as well as I can. It is Steppenwolf, which of course, if you're not aware of by now, then I don't know while you're watching this video. But Steppenwolf is the primary villain in the Justice League, which I am excited to see more of tonight. I know he's going to be heavily CGI. I've heard that, and you can see that in the trailer anyway, but I don't care. I'm excited for it anyway, and you can actually see some of the other ones available in this particular series. We've got, I don't know how well you can actually see that. That might be a little bit better. But we've got Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, of course, The Flash, and Cyborg, and then Steppenwolf, I guess, to top off this particular series. And then, not only did they give us Steppenwolf, but they also gave us Aquaman in that same series. Alright, so this is the first time Aquaman is appearing on the silver screen, so a lot of us are really excited about that. Jason Momoa seems to be doing a pretty bang-up job making the guy that's typically the center of all the fish jokes in DC Comics within the Justice League now actually some pretty cool guy. Yeah, he's pretty BA in this movie, it seems like. So, stoked to see him tonight. Also up, we've got, my wife was excited about this one, a Wonder Woman cup. I don't know what else to call this cup. It's a cup. It's a plastic cup. But it's got a cool little Wonder Woman graphic on it. Of course, Wonder Woman is the highest rated DC movie yet on Rotten Tomatoes. There was an article that came out about that specifically, actually. I believe it's holding strong in the 90s, maybe even as high as 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. At one point, it was like close to 100, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so everyone, I believe, is excited for Wonder Woman to get another taste of her in this film. So they gave us a little bit of that. And then last but not least, so I've got the t-shirt, I've got 2 pops, and we've got the Wonder Woman cup. Last but not least, every single DC Legion of Collectors box comes with a honorary pin for representing that particular box of that month. In this case, we've got Batman with the glasses on. There you go. That says Legion of Collectors on it. It's a pretty solid metal pin there. They're great just to continue collecting them as you collect these Legion of Collectors subscription boxes. So that's what I've done to prepare for it. I'm, again, I can't say how excited I am to see this movie, so as soon as it's done, I'm going to try to come straight back home, run down to the basement, and give you my first reactions. I fully anticipate enjoying the movie, though. Again, I'm a big DC guy. I liked Man of Steel, don't hate me. I liked BVS. I completely understand why so many people didn't like it, for the record, but I found enough of it enjoyable for me to immerse myself into liking that one. And of course, Wonder Woman, everyone loved that one, right? And the Christopher Nolan Batman films, everyone loved those. Well, most people love those. So for me, I fully anticipate that my reaction to Justice League being positive. A lot of the initial reactions of fans watching the film seem to be positive reactions as well. There have been some negativity, of course, and plenty of negativity in the critics so far, especially on Rotten Tomatoes. That's just kind of how it works, and obviously DC doesn't have that great of a rap for having great movies in the box office. So we'll absolutely see, but again, as soon as I'm done watching the film, I'll come down here and give you my first reaction, so that should be right as soon as I'm done talking here. You'll probably see it pop up right away in this same video for today's Superhero Saturday. But if you have mixed opinions, or if you have positive ones or negative ones about Justice League, hey, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about other DC movies too, and other DC shows. Obviously, I haven't been given an update on the DC television universe episodes that have been happening the last few weeks. I've actually been in Hawaii the last 2 weeks. My wife and I had a vacation out there in conjunction with a business trip I had. So I apologize for the lack of uploads for the last couple weeks, but they'll be getting consistent again. And if you're liking what you're seeing, of course, be sure to like this video. If you want some more Superhero Saturday stuff, hey, just give me some ideas, and I'll do my best to accommodate, keeping in mind that I'm a DC guy. Wink, wink. But I'll catch you next week on Superhero Saturday. As always, guys, stay squirrely. See you next time. Well, we're here. We're here at the movies. Lucas, what movie are we going to see? Justice League. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who's in the movie?
Justice League.
No, who's in the movie?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. What superheroes are in the movie?
Flash.
Yeah, who else?
Superman.
Yeah? Who else?
Batman.
Who else?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Wrong universe, buddy. But we're excited. So we saw it. Was it good, buddy? Yeah. He kind of fell asleep, but it was pretty awesome. We'll review next week. I'll probably be with Wolf too. So check it out next week on Super Saturday.
Come together.